On the morning of September 12, 2012, the quiet town of Somerset, England, was thrust into the spotlight due to a grim discovery. Known for its medieval castles and legends, this part of southwest England would soon become known for a modern-day tragedy. Local resident Orlando, returning home after a night shift at a gas station, encountered a scene straight out of a nightmare. Black smoke billowed from a nearby parking lot, and as he drew closer, he saw a car engulfed in flames. Unable to approach due to the intense heat, Orlando called emergency services. Firefighters arrived shortly after, but by then, the vehicle was completely destroyed. Inside the charred remains of the car, they found a body, burned beyond recognition. The police were immediately called to the scene, and they cordoned off the area to keep onlookers at a safe distance. This initial discovery marked the beginning of a complex and heartbreaking investigation. The police were tasked with identifying the victim and determining the cause of the fire and death. As the investigation unfolded, it would reveal a tale of love, betrayal, and murder, shattering the peace of this small community. The car's location, a deserted area early in the morning, offered no immediate witnesses. There were no signs of a car accident, no skid marks, and no evidence of another vehicle. Initial theories ranged from a car malfunction to potential foul play. The remains of the vehicle were transported to a forensic laboratory for further analysis, along with the body, which needed to be identified through meticulous forensic examination. Thus began a detailed investigation that would uncover the dark secrets of those involved, leading to a shocking conclusion that no one in Somerset could have anticipated. The case of Katherine Wells Bar would soon become a stark reminder of the depths of human deceit and the devastating consequences it can have. As the forensic team began their work, the police initiated a thorough examination of the scene. The car, reduced to a skeleton of metal, offered few immediate clues. However, the absence of skid marks or other signs of a struggle suggested that the vehicle had been parked intentionally before being set ablaze. Orlando's statement, describing the scene he encountered, provided a critical timeline. He had seen the smoke around 6 a.m., which meant the fire likely started shortly before his arrival. Firefighters arrived within minutes, but by then, the damage was done. The early morning quiet and the remote location meant there were no witnesses to provide additional context. The body inside the car was burned beyond recognition, complicating the identification process. Forensic experts transported the remains to the lab, where they would use dental records and DNA analysis to establish the victim's identity. Meanwhile, police officers began canvassing the area, looking for any potential leads or witnesses who might have seen something unusual in the hours leading up to the fire. As the investigation progressed, the vehicle itself became a crucial piece of evidence. Specialists meticulously examined the charred remains, looking for any signs of tampering or mechanical failure that could explain the fire. However, initial findings suggested that the fire was not due to a spontaneous malfunction but rather an intentional act. Back at the police station, detectives reviewed recent reports of missing persons, hoping to find a match for the unidentified body. The breakthrough came later that day when a missing person report was filed by Rafal Novak, concerning his girlfriend, Katherine Wells Bar. According to Rafal, he had left for work early that morning while Katherine was still asleep. When she failed to show up for work, and after he was unable to contact her or her family, he reported her missing. This new lead directed the investigation towards a deeper look into Katherine's life and her last known whereabouts, setting the stage for uncovering the truth behind the morning's horrific discovery. The forensic team's swift work led to a critical breakthrough. Using dental records, they identified the charred body as Katherine Wells Bar, a 23-year-old local resident. Concurrently, the missing person report filed by her boyfriend, Rafal Novak, provided crucial context. According to Rafal, he left their home at 5:30 a.m. while Katherine was still asleep, but when she didn't show up for work and he couldn't locate her, he reported her missing. With the victim identified, the investigation shifted focus. Detectives interviewed Rafal, who appeared distraught and cooperative. He described their relationship as loving and stable, recounting their plans for the future, including purchasing a home together. However, the police needed to verify his alibi and explore all possibilities. Initial theories about the fire being an accident were quickly dismissed. There were no signs of a car accident or mechanical failure that could have led to such an intense blaze. The absence of skid marks or any indications of a struggle further supported the theory that the car was parked and set on fire deliberately. This pointed towards foul play. Investigators began piecing together Katherine's last known movements. They interviewed her family, friends, and colleagues to build a timeline of her final days. Her parents, Phil and Jane Wells Bar, described her as a bright and promising young woman with a successful career. Katherine's sister, Lynn, also provided insights into her sister's personal life and her relationship with Rafal. As detectives delved deeper, they uncovered a more complex picture. Rafal Novak, a Polish immigrant, had a past that included a failed marriage and significant debts in Poland. He had moved to the UK seeking a fresh start, where he met Katherine. Their relationship, which began in 2010, appeared idyllic on the surface, but underlying tensions and hidden aspects soon came to light. Further investigation revealed that Katherine and Rafal had recently taken out substantial life insurance policies on each other. The policies, worth £123,000 each, named them as the sole beneficiaries. This discovery added a financial motive to the case, raising suspicions about Rafal's potential involvement. Detectives also learned about Anna Lagvinovich, another key figure in Rafal's life. Anna, whom Rafal had met before Katherine, remained a significant presence. Surveillance footage showed Anna purchasing gasoline days before the fire, suggesting her involvement in the crime. These findings began to form a chilling narrative, a premeditated plot driven by financial gain and deceit. Rafal Novak, initially presenting himself as a grieving partner, was now under intense scrutiny as the primary suspect in Katherine Wells Bar's tragic death. Katherine was born in 1989 to Phil and Jane in the United Kingdom. The second child in her family, she grew up alongside her older sister, Lynn. Katherine was known for her intelligence, kindness, and ambition. In 2011, she graduated with honors from Bath Spa University, securing a promising position as a business analyst at Pneumatic International, a company known for manufacturing Henry vacuum cleaners. Her career quickly flourished, reflecting her dedication and talent. During the summer of 2010, while on a university break, Katherine met Rafal Novak. Rafal, a 31-year-old Polish immigrant, worked on a new vacuum cleaner production line at the same company. Tall, ruggedly handsome, and charming, Rafal quickly caught Katherine's eye. Despite his troubled past, including a former wife and child in Poland, Katherine saw a promising future with him. Their relationship progressed swiftly from casual lunches to romantic dinners, eventually leading to Rafal's introduction to Katherine's family. Rafal's charm extended to Katherine's parents, who welcomed him with open arms, hopeful for their daughter's happiness. By 2012, the couple was planning their wedding and had purchased a spacious home with a terrace in Willow Way. Despite their financial stability, the house was bought on a mortgage, which they insured as part of their agreement with the bank. However, the fateful day of September 12, 2012, marked a tragic turning point. As the investigation unfolded, detectives uncovered troubling details about Rafal's life and intentions. Unknown to Katherine, Rafal had maintained a relationship with Anna Lagvinovich since 2008. Anna, a 32-year-old woman, became a central figure in the unfolding mystery. Rafal's interactions with both women revealed a web of deceit and manipulation. Rafal had relocated to the UK to escape significant debts in Poland. His relationship with Anna continued even after he started dating Katherine. While Katherine dreamed of a happy marriage and family, Rafal harbored a different agenda. Detectives discovered that Rafal and Anna had meticulously planned Katherine's murder to benefit from her life insurance policy and gain control of the house they shared. Anna's role in the conspiracy was crucial. Surveillance footage showed her purchasing a canister of gasoline days before the murder. Further investigation revealed that Anna, along with her uncle Tad Dmitry, played an active part in executing the plan. The trio's scheme included creating fake online profiles for Katherine, posting photoshopped images, and fabricating exchanges with various men to mislead the investigation. On the night of September 11, 2012, Rafal and Katherine appeared to have a normal evening, with dinner and a walk after work. However, around 2 a.m., Rafal strangled Katherine as she slept. He then placed her body in her car and drove it to a secluded spot. With the help of Anna and Tadv, they set the car on fire, hoping to destroy all evidence. Rafal's alibi initially seemed solid, as he was at work from 5:30 a.m. The burning car was discovered between 6 and 7 a.m., aligning with his work schedule. However, further scrutiny of phone records and surveillance footage revealed his movements and communications with Anna. The investigation also uncovered that Anna had sent a message from Katherine's phone to create a false trail, suggesting she was meeting someone that morning. The uncovering of these details painted a grim picture of premeditated murder driven by financial gain and deceit. With Rafal Novak emerging as the prime suspect, the police intensified their investigation. Detectives scrutinized every aspect of Rafal's life and actions, piecing together a clearer picture of the events leading up to Katherine Wells Bar's death. Key evidence and meticulous detective work began to unravel the elaborate scheme. Firstly, investigators delved into Rafal's financial records. They discovered significant debts in Poland, which provided a strong financial motive for the crime. Rafal's recent purchase of life insurance policies, both for himself and Katherine, raised further suspicions. The policies, each worth £123,000, named them as sole beneficiaries, suggesting a potential motive centered around financial gain. Phone records played a crucial role in the investigation. Detailed analysis of Rafal's phone activity revealed consistent communication with Anna Lagvinovich. Text messages and call logs indicated that they had been in frequent contact, even during times when Rafal claimed to be unaware of Katherine's whereabouts. This evidence pointed to a premeditated plan orchestrated by the duo. Surveillance footage further implicated Anna. Cameras at a local gas station captured her filling a canister with gasoline just days before the fire. This action linked her directly to the arson, providing tangible evidence of her involvement. Additionally, detectives found surveillance footage showing Rafal leaving his home and returning, contradicting his initial statements about his movements on the day of the murder. A significant breakthrough came when forensic experts examined Katherine's phone and computer. They found no evidence of the alleged stalker or mysterious lover that Rafal had mentioned. Instead, the digital trail revealed Katherine's unyielding loyalty to Rafal, with no indication of infidelity or secret relationships. This starkly contrasted with the narrative Rafal had tried to construct, further casting doubt on his credibility. Further evidence emerged from the autopsy report. Forensic analysis determined that Katherine had been strangled, not burned alive as initially thought. The presence of soot in her airways indicated that she was already deceased when the fire started. This finding confirmed that the fire was set deliberately to destroy evidence and obscure the true cause of death. The final piece of the puzzle came from witness statements and corroborating evidence. Colleagues and friends of Katherine described her relationship with Rafal as generally positive, but noted occasional tensions and Rafal's controlling behavior. These testimonies, combined with the mounting physical evidence, painted a clear picture of a premeditated murder motivated by financial gain. The thorough and methodical investigation by the police, coupled with forensic analysis and digital evidence, left little doubt about the culpability of Rafal Novak and Anna Lagvinovich. Their intricate plot to murder Katherine Wells Bar was now fully exposed, setting the stage for the impending trial and the pursuit of justice for the victim. The trial of Rafal Novak, Anna Lagvinovich, and Tad Dmitry commenced under the watchful eyes of the public and media, gripped by the harrowing details of Katherine Wells Bar's murder. Presiding over the case was Justice Sharp, whose keen oversight ensured that every piece of evidence was meticulously examined. The prosecution presented a compelling case, built on a mountain of forensic evidence, digital records, and witness testimonies. They outlined how Rafal Novak, motivated by financial gain, had meticulously planned and executed the murder of his girlfriend, Katherine Wells Bar. The evidence of life insurance policies, worth £123,000 each, formed a critical part of the prosecution's argument, establishing a clear motive for the crime. Key witnesses included forensic experts who testified about the cause of death and the deliberate nature of the fire. The autopsy report, indicating strangulation and the presence of soot in Katherine's airways, confirmed that she was already dead when the fire started. This contradicted Rafal's claims and highlighted the intentional destruction of evidence. The defense attempted to cast doubt on the prosecution's narrative, suggesting that Katherine's death was the result of a tragic accident or the actions of a mysterious stalker. However, the evidence of Rafal's communications with Anna Lagvinovich and the surveillance footage showing her purchasing gasoline weakened their argument. Additionally, the creation of fake online profiles and the elaborate deception further discredited the defense's claims. Anna Lagvinovich and Tad Dmitri did not testify in their defense, and their silence spoke volumes. Rafal Novak, when questioned, continued to deny any involvement, but his testimony was contradicted by the overwhelming evidence presented by the prosecution. Justice Sharp, in his final remarks, condemned the defendant's actions as a cold-blooded crime committed with gross breach of trust. He highlighted the premeditated nature of the murder and the extensive efforts to cover it up. The jury, after deliberating, found all three defendants guilty. Justice Sharp sentenced Rafal Novak, Anna Lagvinovich, and Tad Dmitri to mandatory life sentences, with a minimum of 32 years in prison. None of the defendants showed any emotion as the sentences were read out, a stark contrast to the tears shed by Katherine's family. The murder of Katherine was a calculated act driven by greed and jealousy. The impact on her family and community was profound. As we reflect on this tragic case, it serves as a stark reminder of the potential for darkness in human relationships. Thank you for joining me as we delved into this harrowing story. And please to like and subscribe to my channel so we can reach more true crime enthusiasts.